Mayor getting ready. She's on an absolute tear this season, leading the league in runs batted in. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down. Now the DH for the Padres. Mayor. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew she was going to be a star just coming up, making her way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
And that's outside. Okay. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That one fouled off. Tatis off of first with 2 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Lifted in the air, right center field. Azokar settles underneath it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They're down. Man at first, 1 away. That one ripped. That's back there. Adios, Peralta. For second homer this series, it's 5-1. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. She saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. She stayed on it and got all of
it. 1 out, bases empty. Foul ball there.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
1 down, base is empty. That's inside, and it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
High fly ball out towards left center. Gurriel has it sized up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Louis.
So 2 away with nobody on. Next for the Padres, Mayor. She's already homered here in this one.
With this kind of lead, she can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what she loves to do.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one not close. And it's 1-1. And it's fouled away. High fly ball out towards left field. Gurriel on the run. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Almost got her.
Straighten her up a little bit.
2 outs, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. That misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Wow, this hitter's really battling up there as if her run is the game-winning run. I love her tenacity.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-2. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Knew what pitch she wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Mayer. So here's the player that is, I think, right now the favorite to win the National League MVP. And that one hammered. Azokar ranging back. Boom goes the dynamite. And she's gone yard again. That's her 3rd home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 12-2. Singing, she's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for her. She has really seen the ball well in this one.
Had a sensational showing in the win. Blasted off for 3 homers in the game.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time she came up. When a player is locked in like she was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
The stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. Just about set. And pitching in this game, Mayer. What do we need to know here?
She comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for her it's always interesting to see how she utilizes those weapons. She may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if she can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. She's really going to be able to keep those hitters off balance.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's Trey Turner. There's the strike up high. So we're off and running in game one. Out to short. And it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. It just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Bohm matched a homer in his last game. And ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
That misses the zone. Yeah, that's ball 2. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And a pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's Harper now. Turner runs. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. One out and a runner at second here in Game 1 of the NLDS. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Tatis makes the grab for the second out. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Well, if they can push one across here in the first inning, would really settle the crowd down and help take that element out of the game early.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score. Runner at first with 2 away. And the batter now, Mayer. A switch hitter batting right. She's a major topic of conversation, a rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in her major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare thing in baseball. And you know, just about every front office is watching her and dreaming of having their own player like her in the organization.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's a foul ball. Foul ball still 0-2. Tatis off of first with 2 away. Hit hard on the ground is short. They get the force, and that is that. Padres leave 1, scoreless after 1. Game 1 of the division series. And digging in for Philadelphia, Weston Wilson. Mayer back to work. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And here is Sosa to the plate. Oh, she doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
Second inning here, no score. just missed.
2-0.
There's the strike. Runner at first with no outs here. There's the strike. Up and in, ball 3.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, could have broken back as you drive back to the dugout. We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat. And the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to...
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And it's safe. It's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if we can steal it back, get into scoring position.
1 out and a runner at second. Comes up empty.
0-2.
And there's the ball.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. This one in the air. Bogarts. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And that is that. One left for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. New inning getting started, and here is Cal Stevenson.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in Game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches. So the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there and have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Pitch misses there. Now 1-2.
Ball.
Fly ball to right. Tatis makes the catch. And there's one down. Trey Turner now 1 for 1 with a single so far. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
The lefty, the 1-0. Foul ball there.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
That's the ball. 3-1.
in there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Full count.
1 out, base is empty. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Boom, a former All-Star, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So, good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air. Rosario. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. And they look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Here is Bryce Harper. 0 for 1 so far. On the ground to the left. Whips it to Gallo, and that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Padres 2 and the Phillies nothing. Swinging a foul out of play.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Castellanos pulls that one down, 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And that is out of play.
Well, these Phillies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That one just misses. That missed by a lot. Now 2-2. Goes down looking.
Well, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
So here's the Phillies DH, Weston Wilson. A single his first time. In the air, right side. Tatis after it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And stepping in is the speedy Edmundo Sosa. His first at-bat was a strikeout. That's in there.
0-1.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the pitcher is going to climb the ladder out there.
Got it. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Padres 2 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Mayer back to work. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters she's set to face batting from the left side, same side she throws from.
Swing and a bouncer out to short. Bogarts handles the chance. The throw to first. 1 away here in the 5th. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through that.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. She can go anywhere she wants to go right here.
1 down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
1 ball, 2
Not
strikes.
close with that one. 1-2 to count. The Phils trailing by 2 here in Game 1 of the NLDS.
That's the ball.
Oh, she doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought she caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read her lips saying, that's not up.
Hit weakly on the ground. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. And now for the Phillies, Cal Stevenson. Flied to right his first time. That pitch clips the outside corner, and that's strike 1. And that one upstairs, ball 1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one's in there. That's strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
On the ground, right side, Cronenworth. Over to first, and the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They trail it here 2-0. Game 1 of the division series. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in Game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
And that's a little bit high, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
And that drops in for a strike.
1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
she's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here comes Alec Bohm, 0 for 2 in this one. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Little chopper rolls foul. The Phillies down by a pair, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Outside low, and that is ball one. And down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for her.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Big. That was exactly what she wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but she does. And you can't throw it any better than she did right there.
Harper in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Hit in the air out to center field. Merrill. And that is that. So another good inning for her on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Padres 2 and the Phillies nothing. Back here at Petco Park. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Mayer. Mayer in her 3rd season, 22 years old. Can't forget to mention she's a former MVP. Foul ball. Next offering is foul back. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And boom goes the dynamite. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add a run. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner. But she did a great job of covering it, and she hit the ball out of the park.
And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. The Phils in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Just missed. There's a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. She did right there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one upstairs. Next pitch misses, and now it's 3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention. Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Wilson, the next to hit, takes outside. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 and 2 to count.
And a ball evens the count. Good job to fight that one off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Line drive. Caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
So digging in, Edmundo Sosa, who's over 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
1 ball, no strike.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there in the mound as she tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And there's the strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
That one to first, and foul ball. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches.
Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
2 outs. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's her 9th strikeout so far. Phillies strand 1. They trail it here 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Mayer back to work. And he grounds one to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Cal Stevenson stands in for the Phillies. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1.
That missed. That's a ball. 2-0.
Fouled off left side. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Ball.
Outside low. Full count now.
Full count.
The Padres leading by 3 here in game 1 of the NLDS. Outside, and that is ball 4.
She's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch.
There's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not good.
Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Jason Adam. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mayer. She's already homered in this game. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. A little out front there as she swings through it.
You know, these Padres, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90-plus miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Ground ball, left side, and foul ball. And that one is inside ball 1. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. 1 down.
She came out of her mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious. It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show about to get started here, and on the hill in this one, Joe Musgrove.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Around first, digging for 2. Into second, and she's got a double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that thing and get it back in, because she's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you happen to bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, she's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Manny Machado up to the plate. She's trying for third. Soft contact in the air. And a base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Not much you can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed it. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work.
Man at first, one away.
I think one of my favorite things about Nola is his consistency, Boog. I mean, we talk about his strikeout numbers and everything else, but the fact he's able to produce the way he does, start after start, makes him a value.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And boom goes the dynamite. She crushes that one to center field. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there.
We're in the second game of this division series. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Mayer. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Padres really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Line drive, caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Mayer. Phillips back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a foul ball.
Look out. That ball is smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Here comes Manny Machado.
She might want to steal second in this spot, but she's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game.
Runner takes off. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
One down. And here is Luis Campusano. And the righty deals. There goes the runner. Swing and a ground ball. Turner with the throw to first. No chance of the double play with the runner in motion.
Well, the runner from first stealing all the way right there and being very aggressive, continuing on the third. The infielders have to shut her down, do something to prevent that runner from getting to third.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. 2 outs and a runner at third here in game 2 of the NLDS. And the runner's coming home. Swung on, belted. Castellanos ranges back. Boom goes the dynamite. He shoots one out to right. It's 7-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give her the cycle.
Squirts away a little bit. That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. Throw cut off to third. And she's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. It's the Padres 9 and the Phillies 1.
This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once the series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
So singing as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. San Diego Padres taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound for Philadelphia in this one, Zach Wheeler. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Wheeler back to work. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. And a ground ball to first. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. Now around second, going for third. And she's got a leadoff triple.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. She wasn't able to elevate it, but she put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here is Manny Machado.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Slow roller to third. Boom. Whips it across.
He's out.
There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
2 outs, base is empty. Mayer in her 3rd season, batting in the cleanup spot, and she's a former National League MVP. That one to first, and foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Right side, hard hit. Stott over to first in time. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 2 and the Padres 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Wheeler back to work. That misses, and that is ball 1. Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Back here in Philadelphia, ready to begin the 8th. And now the DH, Mayer.
She is a player that, if she gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that puts the tying run on base. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down. It's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
No outs, runner at first. Manny Machado up to the plate. Pickoff throw. Mayer dives back in safely.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Runner on to go. To third. Boom. There's one.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there. Game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, Jesus Luzardo. What do you have on him, Chris? Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Today's starting pitcher, Mayer.
Power pitcher. She's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of her hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. And that's in the dirt. Ball one. That smash towards center. Merrill racing over to make the catch.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Bohm, the third overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. Bohm, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, base is empty. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That's inside, and the count is 1-2.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss, and she got him. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Bryce Harper. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-2 to count.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We played an inning, no score. Game 4 of the division series. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Mayer. Singing, even casual fans have heard this player's name. Of course, she's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. She's proved her tremendous talent by taking a two-way role this far.
That one fouled off. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strike. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way, gone. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. She absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. She got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and she absolutely tattooed it.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Mayer back to work. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Makes the grab, one away.
A lot of great game one moments, Boog. Alex Gordon's game-tying homer for the Royals in the bottom of the 9th in 2015 really sticks out for me. They went on to win that game in 14 innings.
Weston Wilson stands in now and watches strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
One down, Phillies down a run.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt, in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind, as to the conviction in the call.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as she's punched out 3 of the first 5 she's faced.
Well, she's definitely minimizing contact. She can get the swing and miss when she needs it, but she'll also keep the defense fresh behind her, allowing some balls in play as well.
And here is Sosa to the plate. The pitch timer expired before she started her windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
2 out, space is empty. And it's fouled off. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. That one just misses.
That's a good pitch there.
You got a full count.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit it.
And she got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Padres 1 and the Phillies nothing. 2 aboard, 2 outs. First pitch, not close.
1-0 count. Look for her to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Marsh on the move. And makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Padres leave a pair, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. Realmuto matched a homer in his last game. Realmuto, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2010. Into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If she's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Misses inside. 1-1. Fought off foul. The
with 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Next pitch is outside. That one missed.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And ball 4 to a board.
She's making things difficult for herself right now out there on the mound, but you know her confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but she's going to have to buckle down right here.
First and second, no outs. Now the left fielder, Cal Stevenson.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
She's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Tying run and scoring position here in Game 4 of the NLDS. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's downstairs and outside. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Trey Turner with a chance now. He's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses.
She's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And there's a strike. To the right side. Goes to second for 1, but no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at-bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And now it's Alec Bohm.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that one finds its way through. In from third is the tying run. And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 2 outs. Here's Bryce Harper. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Two outs. Tap foul at the plate. And that's outside. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. 3 innings in the books here in Game 4. All tied 1-1. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 1-1. Rip, but it curls foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, right side. Tatis puts it away for the out. Weston Wilson will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time. Up the middle, and that chance handled. The throw to first, and there's two away. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. His first at bat was a strikeout. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. Singled and scored his first time. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Picks over Sosa. Back in on a dive. Two outs. And that one fouled off. Gonna count 1-2. Sosa leads off first with two down to the inning. Out to short. Bogarts zips it across, and the inning is over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We're headed to the fifth, all tied 1-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Mayer back to work. Line drive. Makes the grab, one down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Cal Stevenson stands in for the Phillies. Struck out swinging his first time. Late swing, foul to the left. Next offering is in for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Base is empty, one away. Here in Game 4 of the NLDS. Way outside,
1-2.
and that's ball one. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Popped up. Mayer makes the grab, and there's two gone.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Here's Trey Turner. And that's it for a strike. It's 0-1.
No balls, one strike.
She's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes pitchers cower coming into a ballpark like this, but she's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This is been a treat to watch.
No,
next pitch
that's
inside, and that's ball one.
1-2.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Up and in. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
So Trey goes down on strikes. Phillies down in order. Still tied 1-1. Game 4 of the division series. Now it's going to be Mayer. Mayer in her 3rd season, 22 years old. Can't forget to mention she's a former MVP. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
You know, these Padres need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And there's one down. Back here in Philadelphia, and here comes Alec Bohm. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 4-1.
You know, these Phils just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
So Harper stands in. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. She's doing her thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make her work a little bit harder.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss as he was late.
She just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Castellanos, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see her asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears she's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Outside low, 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Nice play. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Stepping in for San Diego, Mayer. She's already homered in this game. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
She's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in her hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, she can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Look out, and it hit her. 2 outs, bases full. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres.
Look, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
Up the middle, Turner. in plenty of time to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Padres 2 and the Phillies 1. And we're back. And now the DH, Weston Wilson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, she's had her best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's one away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at-bat.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Edmundo Sosa, 1 for 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they...
Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Jason Adams.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
It's the DH, Mayer. She launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for this team early on. Definitely helped them get off on the right foot.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Padres 5 and the Phillies 1.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be happy to get there. Congratulations.
It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Diego Padres. Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the number one way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
NLCS Game 1 is coming your way next. First pitch moments away. So here's the lefty, Mayer.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does she have a feel for all of those pitches, or is she just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where she wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if she can, she's going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Bryce Terang leading things off and takes a strike. Strike 2.
Well, she's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. She has plenty of options right here. She can go up, she can go away, she can add velocity, she can subtract.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Freeman. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
1 down, base is empty. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. That one missed. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering misses down and away. Ground ball, left side. Throws across the diamond. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. 2 down, base is empty. Up now for Milwaukee, Christian Yelich. The MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. In there at the knees for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Out to center. Merrill under it. And that is that. Middle of the first. No score. Game 1 of the NLCS. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slog is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
And now it's William Contreras. And that chance handled. Off-balance beat. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Now a screamer into the outfield. Merrill racing over to make the catch.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Next for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. That one hit the knees for a strike. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game one of the NLCS. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied. Game one of the National League Championship Series. And now the DH, Mayer. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew she was going to be a star just coming up, making her way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Woodruff back to work. And that one upstairs, ball one. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. Fought off foul.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez, Game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland, and man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again. There's a swing and a drive. Mitchell moving back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And we're back. New inning getting started. Stepping in, Joseph Ortiz. Ortiz goes 5 feet 9 inches, 185 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Base hit, that was smoked through the infield. And a good start to the inning. Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. Curveball over for a called strike. And that's in there at the knees.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where she wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And that one in the air center field. Merrill makes the play. One down. Back to the top of the lineup, Bryce Terang digs in now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And he swings and misses at the initial offer.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
Base hit, center field. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Now the number 2 hitter, Sal Frelick. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at-bat.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. First and third, 1 down. And it's fouled off. On the ground, could be 2. Machado tossed to second, over to first, safe.
I promise you there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a strike in there.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Got him. Inning over, and it could have been worse. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Back here in San Diego, and now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
And a ball evens the count. That one 95 to finish him off.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. He's 0 for 1. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases empty, 1 away here in Game 1 of the NLCS. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 outs, bases empty. Garrett Mitchell now at the plate. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Up and in, and it's 1-0. picked up. Bogarts makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Brewers go down quietly, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the fourth. Here's a big power threat. Mayer. Inside, just missed. That one almost got her.
Straighten her up a little bit.
That one ripped. That's back there. Adios, Pelota. She'll touch them all. And this game is tied. It's 1-1. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Mayer back to work. And there's a ball.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And that is out of play.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. She's had them eaten out of the palm of her hand pretty much all game.
The pitch. And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. At the plate, Paul DeYoung. Fair to say he wasn't his typical self in the division series. Chris, I talked to the staff, and they are confident that he's going to deliver big here in the LCS.
Yeah, you see these guys around him, and they know he's a stud, and they know it's just a matter of one swing that he breaks out.
Misses. Now 1-2.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. This is Bryce Turan, 1 for 2. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to. Being a superstar player in this lineup, they are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think he'll have it in this one.
just
that ball went
missed.
out.
And now 1-2.
She just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Gone in order are the Brewers. Score remains tied 1-1. Game 1 of the NLCS. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And a 1-0. And that's in for a strike. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. And that's 1 out as they get the hitter in the 6th. Yelly stepping into the box now. So it's game 1 of the LCS, and they're going to be looking to this guy for more of his success like he had in the division series.
Well, this team's got its sights set on the World Series. If they're going to get there, it's going to be because of his performance.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
That's the ball.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Bogarts pulls it down, and there are 2 down. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Hoskins measures 6 feet 4 inches, 32 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2014. Whips it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. All tied 1-1. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Now the DH for the Padres, Mayer. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
You know, these Padres looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Woodruff deals. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one misses, and it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
She was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if she gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Contreras stands in now and watches strike 1. pitches outside.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, she's had her best stuff. Painting corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Nope. Just off the outside edge. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see her asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears she's ready to move on to the next pitch.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Hard on the ground to first. Takes it himself. One up, one down. Jackson Chorio up now for the Brewers.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. High fly ball out towards left center. Merrill under it. Makes the grab. And it's 2 away. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. 0 for 2 in this one. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper.
She's got a great feel for her breaking ball today.
Nope, that's inside.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. Foul ball there. And now 2 and 2.
Outside.
In the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. In there at the knees, 0-1. Here goes the runner. Tap foul at the plate. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
2 outs. And down on strikes. That's her 9th strikeout so far. So 1 hit is all they get. 7th inning stretch time. All tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Adrian Morejon.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So digging in, Mayer. She's already homered in this game.
Well, 1 swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe she's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
Hyams, 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Hyams back to work. And fouled off. She's got good power with 1 swing. She can win it for him. Way out front for strike 2. Bats and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had her on front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
One down, runner at first. And here is Xander Bogaerts. That one lifted to left. Chourio. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying close.
Winning run stands at second. Swinging a foul out of play. Down the line, and it's foul.
If she's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Mitchell going back. Squeezes it, and that will end the inning. 2 left on. On to inning number 11 we go. All tied 1-1. So 2 down. Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
On the ground. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Brewers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Mayer with a respectable game both at the plate and on the mound.
Yeah, Bill, what gets me is the amount of preparation it takes for her to have games like this. You think about the hours put in between games, the extra conditioning work, and the mental toughness, too.
So it took extras, but here's how the numbers shake out from this one.
Well, they couldn't settle this one in 9, but who doesn't love some extra inning baseball in the postseason?
And your final score here today, 2-1. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.